We're back. We didn't catch the end of that game in a very disappointing fashion, but Mongolz did close it out 21 for 19 as we head into Inferno. Now, for me, Inferno, I know we said this last time. I know we both said Boot would get 2-0, but that came right down to the wire. But Mongolz track record on Inferno isn't that strong.
I mean, they beat Darksided on it. Australian team, of course. But then Boot, they beat Greyhound 16-4. So, I mean...
You give that advantage, and Greyhound being the better team there by a mile.
The thing is, as well, is that Boot, if you look at... Okay, they lost. You can't really say they're the better team. But like, if you...
They definitely weren't the better team then.
If you look at that map and you break it down, like they were ahead for such key areas of the game. They were ahead 13-8. It was up. They lose that force by machine gun. We said it before. Comes in with that 3K with the Glil. That kind of springs the comeback. And then there was another couple of close rounds, and they had multiple opportunities to close out that game. Going into Inferno, it probably would have been a 2-0. I still think Boot will pick up this map. I still think we're going to go to 3, but ultimately Mongolz, they were just finding form when they needed to. And on their terrorist side, I don't know why they waited an entire half, wait to go to overtime to pull out some of the tactics they were doing, because if you look in the arsenal that they produced, they actually had the fast B plays. They had all the smokes that they could utilize, but in normal regulation time, they just weren't opting to use it. So I'm hoping this time we actually get to see the end of the game. It's very disappointing always.
Hopefully they fixed it, right? They should have understood now that we do actually want to see all the Counter-Strike taking place.
Yeah, it's not the best. Not happy with that. And also, I'm hoping sometimes, guys, you know I like to draw you pictures on the map. My producer just ignored me twice last time. So I'm hoping this time he's got his eyes on and not just having a nap.
Yeah, he doesn't like to do his job really, does he? He's just like one of them lazy producers that you find. We should look at upgrading him for the studio, I think.
Yeah. Only just got you said upgrading. Yeah. Well.
See? Upgrading the studio, upgrading him. It all works. It all works.
Well, Inferno, what do you say about this? Mongolz, last time they played 16-2 loss. And they got absolutely wrecked by Signature. And that was ultimately because they didn't know how to control Banana. The CTs were just running down every time they wanted to. Every time they decided to go on the A bomb site, there was no execution there. So, put it this way. I think this map will heavily come down to who starts CT sided. And if it is going to be close, then Boot tactically on the terrace side will seem like the better side.
For me as well, it's whoever actually controls Banana well. So many times we see such defensive, weak plays at Banana, allowing the terrorists to take so much control early on, and they just get forced out then every single time. And that's been a key factor between the teams that know what they're doing here on Inferno and the teams who just absolutely seem clueless on it.
Well, that's the thing. You see it. You saw it in the major. The teams who are able to dominate Banana as CT, or at least control the pace of it, they're the ones that often come out on top, because it's such a, like you say, it's such a key area. It's so big and vast. And if you sit too far back in the bomb site and you use your utility too early, it's very hard to defend. And the old meta was boost in CT spawn, but I don't really like that anymore. It's obviously checked and gets flashed out easily.
Yeah, we see that. We've seen it used a couple of times, and obviously once it gets spotted out once, they generally go and look for it. They smoke and flash it out quite easily now. It's become the norm, right?
Yeah, it has, to be honest. And I think if you want to take a team that's fun to watch in Inferno, SK obviously are up there as being good on it, but I think Big are probably the best. Okay, they say it's their worst map, or not their best map. But if you have a look at how God B controls the game and controls Banana, and when they get to A, how they execute on the terrorist side, it's very effective.
Well, 84% of you think Mongolz is going to take this, which would mean they take it 2-0. And that'll be, in the last 3 days, the only prediction we would get wrong, unless Boot can somehow make it work here on Inferno. We still got faith in them. Don't forget, guys, drop a follow on the Twitch channel. We'll be giving away 1,000 unicorns today for you guys to bet with at unicorn.com. If you're from Australia or the UK, go place a deposit at unicorn.com/deposit. You get a bonus deposit for that. You get some back all the way. And also, one more thing, we're giving away a butterfly knife slaughter. Beautiful knife. Factory new. Just type !knife in chat now and you'll find out how you can win.
not sure why. I might buy a knife. Why not? I do like that bayonet Doppler, M9. Probably my favourite.
Bring the pings up as well to make sure we're showing that.
Yes.
Yeah. So same as what we saw last time. I think it's the same server across the board. And we're giving away that lovely knife, guys, to celebrate our coverage of the WCA APAC closed qualifiers here. We've had a lot of fun with you guys. Some crazy Counter-Strike moments. Me and George have almost gone insane a couple of times as well. But overall, we've had fun. We've watched some great games.
Yeah.
We've watched Chiefs try and dominate their way through this entire scene.
Yeah. Some crazy, some very questionable. But ultimately, it's never been about their aim. The aim in this region is fantastic, to be honest. It's some of the best, I think, overall. But it's just the team players where they lack down. Lack down? Fall down. But Mongolz CT side. Now, Boot. Mongolz will need to start off well on the CT side because we know their terrorist is very bad of a signature. So, interestingly enough, though, they're kind of an old-school tactic. Two guys pushing down mid. I'm surprised it hasn't been spotted out with the terrorist side. And no, Machine Gun is going to find the first and the second before Splash applies with 2 of his own. 3 on 3.
A huge firefight there early on, and not actually something you see too often. That was the very old-style tactic to go for that early peak, but it has worked so far, and I'm wondering why TSO Go is taking so long to come here, because the T's are starting to push up. They've got a lot of options, and he actually will come through the smoke quite nicely if he's going to instantly fall back, because he doesn't want to lose up early on. The rest of his team need to come over and back him up. He's got the drop on him. Shots come in. He misses the first few. A splash is there. Headshot comes in. The bomb will be planted. And now Splash has just got to hold off NCL as he tries to push through ruins. Nice shot from NCL. Peeks it out. Pops back in. Still 2 more to find, though, and the bomb is down. NCL does have the defusal kit, but Moxie's all over him. Will pick himself up a USP as well. Impression dropped down to 34 health. Zilk knows exactly where he is. He's gone up high. Oh, it's a smoke, not a flash. I nearly got that wrong. And he will go down as Moxie finishes it up. 2 kills for him. And Boot do take the pistol round here on Inferno.
Something to note as well is that Boot, when they played Greyhound, they put up 13 rounds on the CT side. So, very comfortable with their setups. And now what I'd like to see from Dreamscape is honestly, Dreamscape, is just take it a bit more, with a bit more power. Just be a bit more impactful on these 4 spies. You've got 5 UMPs, just 1 pop flash, take some contact somewhere, trade out the frags and go. If you wait too long, that's when the machine gun with the scout can pick you off.
Yeah, and that's what we've seen. Usually you see teams at least try and work it out together, take it a little bit slower, push their way through. But now you're seeing actually the strong pistols. They're the ones getting more over-aggressive with it. They're playing with the confidence plays, knowing how scared the other team are. But Boot this time round, they're not looking scared. They checked it like you said, George. That boost spot always being seen as Boot dominate the B bomb site despite 3 CTs being there. Machine Gun with a scout, can't do anything with it. That was a long distance shot from Impression with a UMP, and only Cabby left alive.
Welcome to the UMP in CSGO, almost as good as an AK. And that distance is pretty ridiculous.
Almost, just almost.
Yeah, what can you say? It's a joke.
Interestingly enough, they say they nerfed it. They're still not doing anything else on it.
I don't know. Like, there's some things that Valvo I don't really like. But then, you know, it's their game. I much preferred, call me, I guess, a purist of Counter-Strike. I preferred it back in the day when it was the M4, the AK, the MP5, the Deagle. You know, these were pretty much the only weapons you could use.
Yeah, it went around a very similar style, but now CSGO Dev, they believe they want to make all guns viable. They've made the UMP a little bit too viable. But Tommy, on the MAC-10, he's looking to make a lot of money. Now, key thing to note here, guys, is while Boot do have the lead at the moment, they started off 6-1 on the previous map and still couldn't take the win. I said about Boot struggling to clutch games out. They proved it just a second ago on Cobble. We're now here on Inferno. And again, they're starting off dominant. TSO Go missing a lot of shots there with his 5-7. What is he? That was terrible. And Tommy sprayed him down with a MAC-10.
So the thing is now if you're Boot, do not, in my opinion anyway, do not buy a rifle, keep the UMPs, keep the MAC-10, buy some utility, and then go for a contact play. Just take over apps control. The UMPs are going to be fine if anyone's pushed up anyway. And then just one pop flash and go. Just something, because if you pick up that round and you haven't invested anything extra into it, you're going to stack the economy further, you're going to put the CTs further behind, and that's just going to create pressure for the Mongols. If you rebuy 5 rifles, then it's just wasting economy for no reason, especially how powerful the UMP is in CSGO. The angles are very close range anyway, like you say, and are they going to do what I think? Yeah, it looks like they will do. So 3 UMPs, 1 MAC-10. Obviously, impression went down, so that's fine. He can rebuy the AK-47, but look, now you keep the economy. 6-4, 6-9, 4-4 and Tommy, and it's a smart move.
This is better. Boot playing it the way they were meant to play it. And now, woohoo, Zilk starts off the AWP kill onto Impression, though. And that's a big pickup. Impression. It was Impression, Tommy, and Benkai who were just playing absolutely brilliant Counter-Strike for Boot on Cobble. TSO go now. Might get the smoke advantage here as he sees one, but he's completely blinded out. Splash finds the kill onto NCL, but TSO go. This is beautiful. He snuck all the way round. Machine Gun's going to push through as well, and from behind, TSO go finds the first one. They're very confused on actually what's happening here as he gets the bomber down as well. Moxie's dropped 2v3. And this is very nice. Great play here. Picks up a 3rd kill, and TSO go. He's done more than his job here. Smart play through the smoke. Splash left alive. He knows exactly where TSO go is now. Seen him jump up. Can hear him jump up as well. We'll find the kill, but he's got 2 more. He does have the bomb. Doesn't have an AK, but he's got 50 seconds to play with as he can rush onto this A bomb site. He will be chased down, but at least getting the plant here will give him a little advantage to work with here. And he's got the molly.
And he's going to beat everyone there. He's going to have a good 5 seconds before he gets any even contact. So,
oh! And Zilk there in time from Library finds the kill, and you just got to question why he didn't use that molly maybe towards Library. Guaranteed that someone was going to be coming from there.
You do wonder, but if you look across the board, it's okay because they've done damage economically to the Mongols. They're going to have to rebuy M4s. They've got enough to rebuy anyway. And look, you see the Mongols in a lot worse situation. And we saw it before on Inferno. You need this kind of set play on Banana. You just take early control as terrorist. Then when you want to take the top, you Molotov the back end, you pop flash the top. And then that forces the CTs further and further back into the bomb site. And then once you've got that control, you can pretty much do anything you want.
Now Zilk, very aggressive in the apartments, and he's going to be burned. Down to 53 health. Machine Gun's found the kill onto Tommy, though. Just going to give him a bit of information as Cavi's actually taken the apartment's position, swapped it around with Zilk. So nice communication here from Mongolz. They're changing things up as they need to. But Zilk, over-aggressive in my opinion in that situation. That wasn't the best call for him to make. Because if he'd gone down that early on, that could have just been catastrophic for him.
Well, it's nice to see him playing with a bit more confidence, though. We saw it. He was pretty much the reason Mongolz picked up Cobble in the end on the overtime. He 3 frags in 3 rounds. And they were all opening ones as well. Big impact play. So you're right. Going that aggressive is always dangerous. Especially against the rifles.
Risk versus reward. Boot now. They're down 1 man. They're stacked up towards B. Again, NCL boosted in this spot. He got checked last time for it. Instantly. Is the same just going to happen to him again there? The mollies go over. No CTs being pushed out of position, but TSO go can't do anything. NCL, he jumps down, causes the TK. Benkai finished off by his teammate there. Now NCL swapped all the way around, still on 100 health actually. Sprays out towards Moxie, and he's got to dodge and duck and dive as he does somehow avoid all the bullets coming towards him. Moxie though, not in a good spot. Completely blinded out there. I'm not sure why he didn't turn away from it. A Splash is going to have to come up huge. He's found the first kill. Moxie still manages to get the kill onto Cavi. Machine Gun firing back. This is 1-for-1 trades across the board. Moxie, they know exactly where he is as he finds one. Machine Gun takes him down, but can he get the second? No, he can't as Moxie finishes it off. Great work from him, despite being flashed out, despite actually being pushed into a hole that he really didn't want to be in, and even on low health, finds the round, and we see it go 4-1 now, as Mongolz, their money is not good.
And that's the situation you leave yourself in. When you play that first buy round in the terrorist side, they keep the EMPs, they do enough damage to you, you scrape by, you win it with a 2-on-1 clutch, and then you lose the next round. CT economy, look, in tatters. 3 USPs, 1 C7, 1 5-7, and Cabby. And Boot again take that early lead.
You can see chat saying about the Hobbit position. That was the amazing play from Hobbit that we'll all remember for a very long time coming off the back of the major. Moxie, maybe not quite on that level yet, but Boot, I'm sure they dream of making it to a major one day. They might be able to qualify through this region with the amazing coaches DSN.
I actually liked Salikis' idea about having a nail graffiti for Hobbit because it's by the coffin area.
Yes, a nail in the coffin.
But instead we got... I'm gonna say it now. I don't really like that graffiti that we've got from this major. It was good play, but I don't know. Yeah,
good play, but it wasn't exactly... He doesn't come off as great as what we see from Simple's one.
No, exactly.
Simple's one's a bit more, not the play itself, but just what Valve did. Simple's one's more iconic. Now, Boot, got to be careful. Strong pistols are in play, but only 2. 5-7 and a CZ, and as I say that, Cabby's 5-7 putting in work. Zilk, though, with USP, finds 1. And this has got to be careful now, because Boot, they can't be risking it here. Moxie running out of bullets, and Zilk knows it, but he will still go down. And he ate a bit of damage from his teammate. We're seeing this all too often here.
The thing for me is this is where teams struggle to take the A-bomb site on Inferno, is the fact that you literally... This is the choke point. You need to send one guy through the apartments, okay, if you're terrorist. And if you're all coming up quad, you need that smoke. Now, they had the smoke up there, but what they lacked, what Big do, is they obviously have the Molotov that forces anyone out of this position. And then they literally, all they have to do is 2 guys come in and check left, 2 guys come in and check right. And you know that no one's on the balcony because your guy in the apps will come through at the same time. And that's the difference. If you get caught in that quad zone, and you get pushed, like you have to check at least 5 things, it's always going to be difficult.
What a nice start once again for the powerful pistols of Mongolz. This time round gone with Deagles, CZs, and a P250 in play. As we see them losing 2 already. And actually Mongolz looking in a really good position here. Oh, okay. I wondered what Moxie was doing then. He's not going to give him a chance, and I like that. That's the smart decision. I was almost thinking, is he deciding to save already?
No, but 2 frags found, and the Deagles doing work. Again, another force situation. That's tight for Boot.
A lot of damage done from that grenade, though. Impression on 1 health. Got tagged down a little bit as well. They're already moving over. Nicely done from Tommy. Comes in again. This huge entry fragging. Picks up 2 kills. And we'll make it sure that they can live to fight another day as TSO comes through, but he doesn't know who to fire at. He has no idea who to look at. And only Cabby left. 5-7 in hand. Spraying it out, and actually might be able to get 1. Does find it, but he is tagged down to 11 health. Impression, though. 1 health on him. 52 on Tommy. Can he find a way? Doesn't have a kit. But Tommy straight on top of him. And... okay, George, I'm a little bit scared now because we're at 6-1. Exactly the score we saw on Cobble where Boot started to fall apart. Can the same thing happen again, or can they maintain this great lead?
Well, I do favour them on Inferno. 13-2, like I said, CT side against Greyhound. Greyhound obviously being a very good Australian team. I was going to say Austrian then, but Australian team.
Slight difference, just a slight one.
Yeah, they should have qualified actually for these playoffs. They stumbled against Mongolz themselves, so... And Mongolz on Inferno, we haven't seen too much of them. The only time we did was against Signature. Again, Zilkenberg tagged down to 34 HP. He keeps getting caught off guard by going this aggressive, and that's twice now.
Is it just me, or is maybe the European players more scared of fire than these Asian players who just seem to love it? They just, oh, we'll burn a little bit. It'll be fine. I'll get away.
It's just, I guess they're just trying to mix it up. I do get the idea of sometimes sitting in it for a little bit, because more often than not, sometimes terrorists throw down the Molotov and then they think it's instantly clear, but it does become, when you do it twice and you get tagged down, I mean, look, 1 couple of AK bullets, NCL 13 HP, Zilken 34, it's not good, and this angle common from him as well.
Now Zilk takes one shot as the flash comes out, but no one's there. No one's ready for him. Now, NCL and Zilk both damaged quite a lot here. Machine gun Cabby, they're okay. It's going to be down to Zilk and what shot he can fire off here as he burns alive. Fully flamed out. Didn't even have to take a shot there as Benkai claims the kill. NCL, though, in a very good position. He's behind them all, but he can't see through the smoke as of yet. Finds the first one and a second. That is huge. But it's just Moxie left alive. 18 seconds on the clock. He will get the bomb down. But he's still got to deal with two of them. He's got no smokes, flashes, or anything to work with. Maybe he could hopefully pick something up.
Well, if they come around at the same time, it could be dangerous for Moxie. Has a chance.
Oh, an NCL. Beautiful shot there. I thought he was going to go down, but Moxie can't clutch it out, can't save the day, and Machine Gun wasn't even needed to do anything there.
No. And again, the problem is that Mongolz, they're winning these rounds, but it's coming down. The 2 rounds they won, both 2-on-1 situations. And look at the economy. TSCO going to have to rebuy 3.5 in the bank. Machine Gun, same situation for him. Cabby 4.4, a little bit better, but still. If you lose again, it's going to be that reset, and that's the danger you run. And I'm liking the double Tech 9 from Boot Dreamscape. Smart play, favor that Tech 9. Inferno's a close quarter map anyway. Use that utility instead, and this is where we need to see the adjustment come in from Boot. They don't need to panic yet, but they do have a talent of going 6 rounds up and then always seem to be losing.
Yeah, not like this, please, Boot. Find a way, because Mongolz are looking to do exactly what they've done to you on Cobble. Here again on Inferno as NCL was seen a little bit, but he does fall back just in the nick of time. And B has been the better site here for Boot, but TSO goes, found the first kill. Splash pushes in, jumps over, but NCL pushes out, can't find the frag. TSO goes, finds a second one, and a third, and a fourth. Nearly gets the ace there, single-handedly locking down the site, but it's not enough as Benkai pushes through with the flash, finds the first kill, looks to get the second, but Cabby's all over him, and 6-3 now. That was huge. TSO go nearly on the 5-man. Such great positioning from him, but they just never dealt with it. They just didn't even try to challenge him until right at the end.
No, and they lost the opening frag as well. So the Mongols bouncing back, 6-3 now. This will basically put Boot Dreamscape on a full eco, no armor, really across the board. Tech 9s, and actually 2 flashes from Benkai, so probably they're going to come over the top, but oh, I used to love doing that in Source. Machine Gun down at the bench area. No one spots you out, it's beautiful. And just his eyes light up. Cash everywhere.
Kills across the board, annihilation, and even now Boot, they won't be able to buy an AWP until they even try challenge Zilk.
I like the shutdown as well, especially, you know, a team's eco. It's quite nice to get that aggressive play, just shutting the enemy team down, making sure they can't do anything. Don't even give them a chance to utilize those Tech 9s. But full AKs, only 1 Molotov, 2 smokes. And Zilk, again, getting caught with that Molotov, but able to find the kill onto Impression, and he's going to stick around for more.
Yeah, he wants this. He wants to continue applying the pressure. And he's always changing up his position. He's making sure he's not predictable as he finds the second kill onto Benkai there.
Just off for a stroll.
Yeah, he's gone mega aggressive. He's making sure no one's up banana. He's getting all the information possible. A Splash does take down Machine Gun. He's got the bomb as well. And that'll be a 3rd kill for Zilk. 2 more to find. Drops another smoke. Gives him plenty of coverage. The bomb is picked up now, though. And does Zilk know? Is he going to take that pop smoke? Oh, the flash comes out and he gets a 4th. Cabby will finish it up. Makes it look easy. 4 alive. Mongolz now just back to exactly what we saw on Cobble. Calm, chilled out, relaxed play, but just playing their game. And Boot are playing into their hands.
Key thing is Zilkenberg finding the openings. Okay, he's had a few questionable fire moments, but look, he's mixing it up, and now he's going over to the B bomb site. And this is what you need on Inferno. If you're going to have an AWP, you see Cold Zero do it quite often. Kenny S. Also, when he gets a chance, at least. And and just moving the AWP around, keep the terrorists guessing in. If you're able to find that first frag without reply, it's always going to put you in good stead. But looks like the Tech9 rush farm is just going to come in.
Cammy
shut down.
Spraying them all out. Kill after kill, machine gun backing him up. Only Benkai left alive, and, well, he doesn't stay alive for much longer as we see it go 6-6. CTs will pick up some Tech9s for themselves as well. And the pause does come in, and rightly so. And, okay, now we've got 2-minute pauses. We just change the times. There's no consistency here. It doesn't matter, does it?
No.
5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Have whatever you like, lads.
Yeah. Being made to wait for 2 minutes. Also, yeah. But, like, look, I mean, 6-1 again to 6-6. And this is the problem with Boot. They seem to get themselves in this position ahead, and they just throw a couple of rounds away. But to be honest, not so much throw in this case. Zilkenberg started to find the openings for Mongolz, and if they're able to get 9-6, that, for me, that's still fairly good for Dreamscape. I mean, we know they're very good at CT sides. It's just, are they going to fall burden to what happened before? You know, there's a sense of pressure on them. They did qualify for that big tournament in Malmo against Tyloo, and now it's the sense of expectation, the weight of it. Every time you do something big in your career or qualify as a team, you're always expected to go further or do it again.
And that's it. Most people expect it. Obviously, Chiefs, they're sat in the grand final spot waiting for one of these two teams. But a lot of people expected it to be Boot that would make it there in this spot as well. And currently, Mongolz are proving that actually, no, we're not letting it be easy for you. We actually want this more than you. You may have got the Malmo spot, but we're here to fight back. We're practicing hard every day, and we want this. We want to make this work.
I mean, how much of a career turnaround would that be for Machine Gun? I mean, look, he was in the Mongolz before he got spotted. He's actually a bit older. He's 27, and he obviously took that time to try and go to Splice. Didn't work out well for him. Like I say, he was playing so bad over there. Language barriers, finished minus 114 in one event.
NAC ruining careers.
And then coming back to the Mongolz and on the brink of qualifying for WCA finals, like, that's massive. And they'll be against a lot of good teams there, like very good teams.
Yeah, we've still got the European qualifiers to come. We're going to expect to see some of the best teams in the world across the board there. I think whichever teams make it out of their regions, there's going to be a hell of a lot of good practice potential and games, matchups for them to learn from here. And that's what's key for these teams, because they're so used to just playing in their region. Again, we see a rush coming up. Tommy up close and personal. Couldn't do anything with it to open up, but Splash finds one. Moxie as well. Carry's come from behind, and Impression going to go get the bomb down. He does have an M4 in his hands. So does Splash. They put it into a 2v2, and this could be their way to try and halt what Mongolz have been doing. 6 rounds in a row here for Mongolz. Boot, do they have the answer? Cedric Grenade comes out and forces him out of position. Zilk just played it perfectly, knew that that's what was going to be taking place. Splash has gone out with a bit of aggression, but his head's just poked up there and he burns alive as he falls back into Cabby's flames. 7 rounds in a row for Mongolz now, and Boot must be feeling absolutely pained. But the good thing is they got the bomb down, did a lot of damage, despite only having Tech9s.
Well, finally they do get another buy on the board. The round reset bonus won't really come into effect. I mean, it will if they were to win this. Actually, no, it wouldn't even matter. 7-6.
just no.
Yeah, 7-6. It would only be 2 rounds left either way in the half, so ignore that for now. They're able to pick up 7 or 8. I still think 6 is enough for Boot. I still feel like their CT side, if they win that pistol round, then you'd be even if it, worst case scenario, went to 9-6. But Zilk again on the hunt. Open banana this time.
And this is another thing again from Boot. Moxie, we've seen him on the AWP today, but normally it's Splash we see out there with it. Splash hasn't actually come into play with it at all here. He's allowing Zilkenberg to just run around, confident, deadly, precise. And guess what? Mongolz, they don't need to worry about having to face off against another AWP player.
There's a good reason for it, though. Inferno is one of those maps where unless you 100% sure you know how the CT team plays, it's very difficult to find opens with AWP. I mean, look, the smokes can always come down towards Banana. That makes it pretty tricky.
A nice bit of damage done by Tommy there onto Zilk, and he won't be able to get away. He desperately tried to, as NCL comes back to back him up. But it's all a little bit too late. A one-man advantage here for Boot, and this is exactly what they wanted. The smokes go over. NCL tries to spray it out. Look at it. Absolute barrage of utility from Boot as they push into this bomb site. TSO Go has to drop the incendiary, but he can't see anything here. And all it's going to take, though, is one CT to flash in, push their way in to actually cause a bit of an upset here. Benkai finds one. And are they going to continue their assault as NCL sits right on the edge of the smoke, taps away one, can't get a kill. He knows exactly where they are. Machine gun, waiting for someone to poke out, looking for someone to make a mistake. Impression right on the corner and Splash backing him up. NCL goes down as well. Only Cabby left alive. 5 members left here for Boot. And this is a very convincing assault of the B bomb site. But once again, Boot, they have so much success here. It seems to be the only site they have like actual confidence in getting in.
Well, the key thing there was they actually waited. They assured they didn't get picked off early by Zilkenberg. And that kind of initiated the whole tactic. They then retook Banana when the CTs ran out of utility, and then they obviously caught Zilk at the top, and then executed fully. And double AWP coming out in favor of Mongolz, so this is interesting.
Well, it's the last round of the first half here, 7-7. Boot, they were up 6-1. Mongolz got 7 in a row, and finally Boot picked up another round. But can they make it 8-7? Who wants it more? Who's going to fight harder for it? Weaponry isn't a problem here for both teams. And Splash does have that AWP now. We spoke about it. He's finally be able to get it in his hands. Can he take on the mighty Zilk?
Well, I actually think Inferno, it's one of these maps, in my opinion, I mean, even Freiburg's come out and said it as well, it's a bit more balanced. And I think that's why teams, you see to play it a lot, because it doesn't matter, 8-7 halves, you can quite easily pick that up on Terra's side if you get off to a good start. Especially, we talked about it before, meta.
Great spray coming out from NCL, but he does get tagged back down himself as well. Kind of an even trade in actual damage done there. He's got to be careful, because if Molotovs come over the top, we've seen him do it multiple times here. He could be putting himself in a sticky situation. Now, are Boot going to change things up? Are they going to make their way to A? They've not had much success here so far. But they look to continue to try it as first kill comes in. Does go in favor of Mongolz, but Moxie's able to get one onto Machine Gun. Cabby in a good spot, finds one, looking for the second jumping down, but he can't quite catch it as Moxie is all over him. Smoke goes over, 2 versus 3. NCL, TSO Go, and Zilken, as he goes down there, was alive. Benkai's found his head. 2v2. No flashes, no smokes, no nades for the T's to work with. Benkai, not quite sure in his position he wants to take just yet. And the CT's there waiting. They have got kits to work with, though. TSO Go sneaks into the site, dancing around. Moxie's found one. Only TSO Go left alive, and the beautiful play there from Moxie. You saw Benkai make a bit of noise there to distract him off a bit. 8-7, but you got to say, Boot should have had far more rounds than that, considering they started 6-1. Respect to Mongolz for bringing it back, but they did look down and out at one point.
Yeah, Moxie, 17 frags so far on the board, and that's a good start from him. An impression, he's been a bit quiet ever since starting strong on Cobble. He's now just been a little bit quiet towards the second half, and then obviously at 4-11, but at the moment, do look to try and pick up this map, and they look in control.
One impression of Moxie starting off well. Shots coming in across the board. Get after kill. Not the start Mongolz wanted, but they're still 4 of them alive.
The issue is the bomb has actually been dropped top of Banana, so that's going to meet a 4-on-2. Machine Gun and Cable. Machine Gun has actually managed to rectify himself a USP, so if he Able to connect on the head of Moxie. This could find them the entry onto the bomb site. He's a sole man defending it right now, but 56 seconds on the clock. And where are they going to go?
And the good thing here for Machine Gun is he does have a pistol in his hand, and it's the USP. We know he can be deadly with it, but is Cabby going to be seen over that smoke at all? Impression out in the open. Very aggressive. Can he pick up the kill? Nice shot comes in. Domes the head of Machine, looking for the last. It's only Cabby left in a 4v1. They're just dancing at the moment. Who's going to make the first mistake? Impression doesn't seem to want to poke out just yet. Moxie's there backing him up, and now they go both facing at the same time. Smart teamwork, but Cabby still finds the kill. Can he get a second one here? Can he at least try and get the bomb down? Well, no, a splash comes from behind, finishing him off, dealing the damage, putting the hurt on him.
9-7. And the worrying part here for Mongolz is that we know their T-side isn't that great. Okay, it's not disaster yet. He's still 9-7. Don't force into this unless you know exactly what you want to do. But as I say that, some utility comes out. Tech 9s as well. But yeah, so what I was going to say, the worrying side is Cash is next. And we know how strong Boot has been performing on that recently.
Yeah, see, Cash, if it comes down to that as the final decider, you've got to say Boot has the slight advantage here. But Mongolz, just in general, Mongolz across both these games has impressed us beyond what any of us would have thought. Looking at the stats, looking at the maps, you'd put everything against Mongolz. But here, they want this so bad. They want to be going to the WCA Grand Finals. They want to be taking on some of the best teams in the world. This is their shot. This is their chance, as well as the money. Big money on the line here in the WCA. Just for a closed qualifier, $37,000 plus the 2 spots. As Boot, all the weapons, all the distance, the slow round coming out from Mongolz. Not much they've been able to do. Tommy down on 23 health, but he doesn't need to poke out. He doesn't need to push his position. Cabby finds Moxie. But he won't be able to run and get the gun. There's a lot of backup taking place. Cabby, I think he's just trying to get someone to push into him so he can potentially get another kill or a gun here.
Did actually dink Tommy, so.
Ooh. Finds the kill. Can't find Benkai though, who sprays it out with the UMP, picks up the last 2, and that's the way it's done.
Not really much to talk about in that. This is the problem. Like 1.9 across the board, pretty much. 2.8, obviously on Zilk and Cabby, but just don't force unless you have a real plan. Nothing was really achieved in that round. You picked up 1 gun, I suppose, but when the game's this tight, maybe it's worth just taking that double eco. Have some confidence behind your force buys and your buy rounds.
Wow, that's some confidence play coming in. Splash, Tommy, and the rest of BOOT.dS pushing all their positions, completely locking them in. Cabby has said, what the hell's happened to my team? I'm coming back into this, but they're all dead already. I've got a P250. I don't really fancy my chances here.
Well, I would like, actually, Boot to do the same tactic next round. Those 3 UMPs, 1 FAMAS, just get them straight down middle again. Just challenge the Mongolz, because I don't think they have a clue how to take banana control. We will actually see coming into the next buy round. The key for me would be Zilkenberg and Machine Gun. Again, Zilkenberg will need to open up rounds. I wonder if he's going to opt to have the AWP in play, but well, we'll find out. In fact, she doesn't actually have money for it.
Can't afford to buy it. And we'll splash. No, see, I like this again from Boot, though. Sticking with more of the UMPs, playing the money game. They know they've got to be economy smart here, because too many times they've been pushed around because of it.
Yes, indeed. And that's the difference, you see. Because of that force bite, that's only going to be AKs up on Zilkenberg. No AWP. Well, that's fine. It's Inferno. The problem comes with the utility. Only 2 Molotovs. And if you look at the side of the CTs, they have smokes across the board, so that can easily be extinguished. They've got 4 utility to work with. I like this. A bit unconventional. Double quad. No one's towards the arch side, so bit of a stack.
I thought they would have tried to go for the boost maybe, but Nope. And they're looking to try something a little bit different here. Catch the Mongolz off guard. And luckily they didn't go for that boost because TSO Go is just pushing and spraying through it.
You see a minute on the clock. Okay, they've got apartments control. But again, the CTs, they've still got Molotovs in hand. And if it waits too much longer, they'll be able to look. One smoke's gone down Banana. That's going to be enough to hold them for at least another, obviously, full time with that. And 43 seconds.
Yeah, the time's really ticking away here. And Mongolz, they've not found an opening. They now know that Benkai's actually going to be pretty close. But will he push out? The smoke came in very near KB's head. And they're running all the way around. They've got into Archside. Impression wasn't ready for it. As NCL finds one, Cabby onto Benkai. Machine Gun takes down Tommy. And it all kicks off in the last few seconds of this round. The bomb working its way to B. Splash couldn't do anything about it. Moxie does reply to one, but it's not going to be enough. The nade comes out. Cabby's there with the AK, and the damage has been done. The first gun round goes to Mongolz. And Boot didn't really seem to have a chance there.
No, and they actually found the one opening that they needed to, and that was in the arch. They split B, and just a well thought out round in the end by Mongolz, but still a little bit too slow for my liking. Okay, it works out that time, but if there was someone in the arch side holding them up, I mean, you got to bear in mind that Dreamscape only had, they kept the UMP, so this is the real first buy round. You got the AWP on Splash, and you'll see him towards the Banana trying to control that, but you're going to need to do better than that on the executes. But still, 11-8. And the Mongolz with it all to play for. I did say Inferno was a close map. And I think this could go down to the wire as well.
Yeah, these two teams very evenly matched. But who's going to crumble under the pressure first? Mongolz, definitely less pressured here because although I know they're not going to want it to go to cash, they have got the one map advantage here.
No, if it goes to cash, like I said, the Boot Dreamscape guys, they were looking very solid on that. And also, you have to take into matter of fact, in this tournament, Boot beat them 16-11 on cash as well. So that's already been a done and dusted thing. They were already 1-0 on that map.
They might try to push out now, and Tommy's in a good spot. He finds the first kill. Benkai underneath him, but it's only 1-for-1 trade. Moxie trying to even things up. As Zilk did take down Splash. 2v2 now. The bomb is up on A. Cabby's going to be able to pick it up. He's going to fall straight back to B. The teammate Zilk has already cleaned it out. Gives them a slight advantage here. The CT's not yet rotating over. They're taking their time with it. As soon as they hear that bomb going down, they're going to start running. And they're both going to go the same way. Both going to come through Banana. Great thing here for Boot, though. Couple of flashes. Both got a smoke and both got incendiary grenades to play with. They can get one over towards the coffin area. They could force Cabby out there, but Cabby doesn't miss shots. Not with the AK like that anyway. First one goes over. Headshots galore. 3-5 tap. But it's not going to be enough. Moxie goes down. Zilk and Cabby played it well. 11-9 now, and the money here for Boot absolutely annihilated.
Indeed, and that's going to be the eco. Potentially 11-10. And Smart, I keep saying Smart, but I just like these choices from Mongolz when they know the other team is going to be eco. Just get Mac 10 on the rebuy and just try and stack the economy. He's the pinch man. He needs to find out where they are stacking, and then obviously try and mop as many frags as possible. Stack that economy further, act like banker, and that's going to help them further on in this half.
Well, a stack towards B here. Only one at A, but it doesn't matter so far as NCL looking to rack up some money. Mac 10 in hand. And they're not pushing any further just yet. The boost is going to come up as well. The predictable boost as it be. Machine gun. He's going to try and edge just the tip of his AK in as he finds the headshot of Splash. Back and forth a little bit, but only one kill come up on the board. Hardly any damage either as NCL picks up 2 kills on a Mach 10. You got 9k up on Zilkenberg. He will go in and buy that AWP. Oh, he's dropped into machine gun here. So maybe it's the map side of things that they choose this.
Maybe machine guns have had enough. He said, get off. I want to take control of it. But no, I like the decision from Boot. Take that double eco. Again, they'll probably see Splash on the AWP. Be nice to maybe see Moxie on it.
Benkai finds one, but Tommy and Moxie have already gone out of the equation here. Then NCL looks for impression, but the Deagle shot comes in. And TSO Go, he's even confused of actually where this is all taking place. AK is going to be picked up by Splash. Actually, they don't have a diffuser, but if they go fast enough, they might be able to force Mongolz to make some mistakes here. 2 flashes and a molly. Now just 1 flash left for machine gun. First shot comes in from impression. Not going to go for the reload just yet. He's trying to get up close and personal machine gun, but Splash has gone down in the process, and that's going to be it as we hit 11-11 now. Mongolz take another round. Boot, with the guns in their hands, haven't been able to fire back just yet against Mongolz, but now they've got money. Now they've got chance, but they have to start getting this. They have to start picking some rounds up on the board. What do they need to change up here, though?
Well, it looks like they're going back to Old Faithful. Double AWP. And this is where they need to lock it down. Try and win out 16-11. Otherwise, Mongolz, with such a heavy investment, that will let them straight back in the game. And look, they're just going for this contact play. Every time we think they're going to go slow, they usually hit with something else.
Whoa! The double, though, comes in from Splash, and that gives them a chance. Doesn't matter. They lost impression, as that evens it back up. And look at the squeeze that's coming in. Tommy sneaking in from behind. Smoke goes over, gives away their position. Tommy's got to be careful not to get spammed out there. A lot of damage being done as well. They're going to get the incendiary grenades ready. The Molotovs go back out from the T side, but they know they're pinched. They know they're stuck in this very tight banana. Slightly wider than previous versions of Counter-Strike, but they have been locked in there. And this is smart. Boot. They've got all the information. Mongolz, they've got nowhere to go. And this could be a way that the Boot team could find a way back into this unless Mongolz come up with something heroic here. The Splash finds another kill. Finds a 4th as well. Won't get the 5th as Tommy comes in to close it out. But 12-11 and Boot make it happen.
Yep, that's the round they needed because that's the double AWP investment. If you lose that round, that could be very well 14 for Mongolz because it's just so hard to come back from that. This late in the game, you haven't run it before, your economy's looking bleak anyway. But here's the adjustment again. Machine gun dropping the AWP back to Zilkenberg. I think whoever wins this map, it's just going to be down to composure. How composed are we playing?
Oh, Moxie gone aggressive in apartments. Is he going to continue to push into it as Cabby goes forward? But Splash again finds a kill, takes down Zilk, and that's actually a huge kill. Now Mongolz under pressure. NCL working his way around CT Arch, but he gets instantly taken down by Tommy. 2-man advantage, 5 alive for Boot. It seems like that previous round has given him a little bit of confidence coming into round number 24. But TSO Go also goes down. Only Machine Gun and Cabby left alive. Do they just opt to save this?
As the Mongolz are definitely look towards saving. You can see their economy's not that great. Would be 13-11 though for Boot Dreamscape. And the thing is that all the Mongolz need to do is that delayed banana hit that they were doing before. Like the 2 key areas of Inferno, you need to take apartments control, right? And you also need to take banana control. Those are the 2 key areas as terrorist side. Once you do that, you can do anything on the map pretty much. And the problem is this is so heavily contested by the CTs, you can push. And if you don't have the utility to push them back early, you have to go late. And the best way of doing that is obviously waiting around the T ramp, try and work a bit of the A halls, and then one pop flash goes over, you take this area, and then you Molotov the top here, if you've got the utility, Molotov sandbags, and that will push the AWP back. That will allow players like Splash not to make an opening, and then from there, you can do pretty much whatever you want. But if you're running double AWP, and if you know the enemy team is running double AWP, maybe look towards to go Arch side. That round that we saw previously from Boot, where they smoke off Library, they smoke off Arch, and they try and produce a wrap. That will catch them off guard and potentially win them another round. But so far, Boot, ever since the double AWP, they've looked in control.
Yeah, Splash. We said about him and what he's been able to do previously for Boot. He's making it happen now. Can they keep this up, though? Can they hold on to momentum? We constantly talk about how Boot are unable to clutch out rounds, and they're working their way up Banana again, but he might not see this from the boost just yet. Splash got a bit of information. Oh, if he pops up, and that's going to be it. The head of NCL gets ripped off. The rush is going to come in. Impression sprays out one. Splash gets 3 kills up on the board, but TSOGO does try to fire back. He's all alone now in a 1v4. He's having to drop a lot of utility down just to push in here. Sprays coming throughout. Impressions is there. He's burning alive, though. The TSOGO tries to fire it off, but he can't make anything else happen as Boot pick up another round, and we see it go 14-11. 2 more rounds is all Boot need. Will they choke, or will they finally be able to make it happen, as we do see a pause come in from Mongolz, and rightly so.
And because of the investment previous round, this is the decision. Do we take the Tech 9 buy? Do we try and make something happen on the Force? At this stage, the CTs would be able to rebuy anyway. So if I was them, I would maybe... Look, we've already got a map advantage. Take the full eco, try and win out on the buy rounds. There is... Obviously, you would need another 4 to force the overtime. But that's a lot better. You're in a lot better stance if you do that, rather than forcing this, losing it, getting Boot to 15, and then being in all sorts of trouble. But we did say Boot, they were very confident on their CT side. Like we say, Greyhound, they went down 4-16, and Boot produced a phenomenal CT house there. It was 13-2. 13-2? 13-2. And going into cash, if that does so happen, I think that would spell all sorts of trouble for the Mongolz. And one of the key differences, if I'm honest with you, is just if you look at the side of Boot, whenever they need the players, that anyone can step up. Splash this time, it was Impression on Cobble at the start. Now Moxie's following suit. And on the Mongolz, it's very pretty much Machine Gun that leads the way for them 9 times out of 10. And if he starts to struggle, that's when they fall down.
Well, the good thing that's changed up here for Boot is Splash AWPing. I'm not saying it's the whole reason they're managing to make it happen here, but 24 for 16 currently. He's a man that hasn't picked up the AWP throughout these games. Finally does it, starts putting in some impact. We've got Mongolz maybe forcing up here. Machine Gun's brought straight away into the Tech 9. They obviously don't look to play for overtime. They don't want to have to drain any more energy. They want to try and find a way to close this out here. And now, I don't fancy their chances just running into this. Boot look actually really well set up now on their CT side.
And I've got to commentate on our lovely observer angles in the terrorist spawn.
Shout out to Mr. Vesse.
I'm enjoying that. I wonder what else he's got in store for us. Maybe he's done that now on Inferno, so I'm expecting something big on cash if we go the distance. But still, I'm getting ahead of myself. 1 AK in hand. They have opted to force buy, so this is an all or nothing play from Mongolz. They want to try and win a round now, and that's not going to help.
Splash straight away up there, aggressive with the AWP. Impression sprays out one. The nade comes in as well. And Mongolz, they've taken the pause, they've taken the time, and it's not looking good as Moxie out there, out in the open, doesn't even care. He's going to challenge it all down. He does get taken out though, so he's going to give him a shot into it. I didn't actually see where they, yeah, okay, they're working their way out middle as Benkai finds one. Only NCL left alive, and NCL's scared to even make a move here. He's going to have to be pushed around CT Arch side in a 1v3. But the key thing is, a lot of the CTs are spread out here. 2 towards bottom and middle. That they did just spot him. And Splash with the AWP. The bomb will be planted. It's going to give them the money they desperately need. Ooh, and Splash missed one shot. And now NCL, he knows he's going to have to get them grouped up to make this work. And they did kind of line up, but he wasn't able to find the frags. Benkai gets the kill. The defuse will come in, and we're going to go to match point here on Inferno.
if you look now at the economy, they will be able to bite. They got the bomb down. They didn't invest too heavily into that round. Obviously 1 AK.
This is it now. Moxie, AWP again.
Oh my.
Are you serious?